Hi, this is Miniature Modeller Paul with an update on my STURMTIGER, the Riffield kit in 1/35 scale, and this is take two. I've done it again. I recorded the video and then there was no sound. Left the microphone off, and it's silly me. Anyway, we're back there with the sound on, and here we go. So as you can see, she's got all her base colour on, and pre-shading I've actually different tones of the actual colour to actually give it a sort of tonal difference, because it is a bland vehicle with just being one colour. I like it, so it's good. I've done some chipping. I think you might be able to see it coming around this bit here, down, and a little bit on across the top, and on the engine deck as well, and around the front, which we'll see in a minute, and a little bit on above the fenders. The fenders are beginning with chip, and they are actually over here. Oops, there they are. Oops, there they are. You can see them, but they're there, ready to go. And one thing I'll show you now before I forget, and this is the actual plunger that goes inside there with the chain coming out, so it will hang in there coming down the side. I've done the top, and I'm going to give it another little light spray of the other colour, although it still looks okay like that, and then some super glue and drop it so it's hanging down. I've done both and they're ready to go. They just got to have a bit of cream colour put onto the inside, or a bit of red oxide. I'm not sure which to do. As it's that, it could be that, give it a bit of a tonal difference, another little colour on it anyway. So there you go. I'm going to try and keep this. And oh, you can see the demolition vehicle down here. I had that built up for a while. I had two in a Tamiya box. I sent one to Greg. He's got one that going to use at some point in the future. I built mine, and it'd been sitting there for about a couple of weeks, but now it's actually got the colour. As I was spraying this, I thought to myself, why not give that a go as well? Now this hasn't had any hand painted at all. This is purely been sprayed, so not a bad job of that, and with two done all of the colour as well. So, but I'm going to put that aside into a box. One of Greg's boxes sent me round ones, and I can pop it in the box, and it's ready for a future build. There you go. So I'm just going to go running around. I'm going to do it slowly from here. This is a bit the best place for me to do it. You see, all the wheels are on now, by the way. Yeah, definitely, and cogs. And I've done a bit of wear on them, so they look a bit not too bad. Here we go. This all seems to have moved over a bit. It's not, it's just because it's different on the thing, but there you go. So you can see the shield's now been done. I've actually done the insides because I actually forgot to do part where the actual blue tack was holding it onto a stick. So I did that this morning quickly to get it done. So it's going to be a bit. All the tools are on in place and painted, and they will receive a bit of weathering later on as well. As you can see, the crane's actually got its bits and pieces done, and I'm just going to take this up a bit, I think. Excuse me. Oops, I always do the wrong one. There you go, that's better. And so the tools have been done, and this crane's loop has been painted the German grey. It's actually which one is it? Oh yeah, it's the dark blue grey, and I've also got, oh no, it was painted black grey Realm 66, which I quite like colour for chipping as well, and that's been done. As you can see, the actual back hatch does open. Got a bit of chipping around the hatch handles there. I've just noticed in my last take there were no sound. I have not painted the block yet, but that'll be okay. I can do that with the wood life colours again. It looks quite nice that way. So here you go. Bit of reflection there on the colours, but you can see the rusty bits are there. Quite nice. Used about 3 or 4 colours on that, so it's dark rust, base rust, and it just chipped around with different colours and dabbed with a brush, using the old chipping method in some ways, just dabbing it around to give it a bit of different thing. Now I quite like it as it is, and if I do that, then I do a bit of chipping around here as well. But as this is a new vehicle, it's going to basically have the covers on. They do fit up quite nice, but I just want to do a bit of chipping on them before as well. So good. There you go. So that going around here. See the tools this side. I think you've seen that a bit earlier. I'll just move that like that. There you go. I'm just going to swing it around and leave it like that. Here we're going to do, we're going to quickly, this is where I found out the speaker wasn't on last time, the microphone I should say, and I'm going to switch off for 3 seconds and you'll be back with me before you know it. Well, there you go. It's looking down from the top, so I'm quite happy with, as I said, with that, and I've done a few chips on the top round edges. Around here we've got a periscope there, and I think I might have mentioned earlier on, oh no, it was in the last time, there is a cover on the back which I can peel off, and then it gives the glass element that actually looks to the rear of this vehicle, but this actually turns round, so that could have been looking at the sides or anywhere, so that's okay there. The periscopes in here have got the same thing. I've got that to do, so that's okay. I'm just going to run around now slowly, but just so you can see a bit chipping. You can see a bit of chipping along here and a little bit there. I just did that as where the old crew jumped up and down. Now this vehicle most probably was painted very quickly anyway, so therefore there would be a bit of wear easily quite quickly as well, so because the paint would have been brushed on. Now I'm not going to lift the vehicle up because I've got the hatches are still loose, but underneath I've left red oxide. I've seen a couple of photographs that were colorized, but they actually obviously, and it looked as if it was all and it definitely was a red oxide underneath the vehicle. I'm pretty obvious whether they were sprayed up under the base color underneath it after they just oxided the actual hole. So I've left it like with a primer on, which I quite like anyway. Not you're going to see much. Coming round, machine gun's been done as well. That's been painted. I'll bring that down and I'm going to bring that in a bit further. There you go. So there you go. It's coming round. And there she is. So I'm going to swing around to this position and leave it like that. And I'm not going to drop down to the base level now, so that's okay. So thank you very much for watching this. Sorry, I was going to do an update with the primer on, but I decided it was a bit pointless. It was just all one colour, a bit bland. But this one, it looks quite nice like this. I have touched my Hms Nelson. I've done a few bits on that. What I've been doing is, unlike Ron Calvary, who's doing the Rodney, because I'm doing it as a bit into between build as well, I've actually sprayed some bits and put a few PE doors on the lockers at the back, and I've also done the one at the back where the rear anti-aircraft guns go. There's a locker there, and I've actually used a PE door on that as well after cutting the original off. So yeah, so and Greg's given me permission if I finish this before he finishes this part of the Steve Mottram dedication build. I can he's allowed me to do a bit more to my Nelson. I thought it was quite funny. I know, and he knows I most probably will do. In fact, I'm most probably going to do something with it after I finish this tape, because I want to do some. I've already put a little bit of fresh paint on there on the roof when I was doing some bits and pieces and on the wheels. So I don't want to do any washes on it until later in the afternoon. So what I'm going to do is go and take that hole outside and basically find the drill and drill a hole slightly bigger, so I've got my brass stands for it, and I might even be able to measure and put the holes into the actual clear case it's going to go in as well. So there you go. So that's it from this part. Thank you very much again for all my subscribers and any just casual watchers for coming along and watching this, and I'll catch you in the next one. We have got another buddy build after this, believe it or not, and Greg and I'm sworn to secrecy. I swore to secrecy. Otherwise he said he'd send some abusive words down through the YouTube channel for me. No, he didn't really, no, I'm joking. Anyway, so here we go then. So I'm going to put my funny voice on now. So that's the end of this here display now. You can see this, and I'll just turn it slightly. There you go. And that's me done for the day. Well, catch you later.